Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Today, my adventures bring me to Wilmington, North Carolina, and we're at a place called Airlie Gardens. Maybe you've heard of it. I know I've heard of it, never been here before, but my wife had the idea, like, it's such a beautiful Saturday evening. Let's go over to Airlie Gardens, do a little walk around. You can make a video about it, share it with people. Maybe they've never been before, show them what it's about. Maybe next time they're in town, they might go enjoy some Airlie Gardens. And that's what we're going to do today. So if you're ready to go check out some garden goodness and some beautiful landscape, come along with me. Let's do it. All right, so right here is the Garden Services Center. This is where you will purchase your tickets. They did give us a map of the gardens itself, and we're just going to use this. I definitely want to check this out, the Airlie Oak. I think that's really cool. But check this out right over here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says Mystery Grave. That's fascinating. I can't wait to look at that. So right here, the sign says garden tour this way. So we're going to head on in this direction and check it out. As you can see, they are preparing for Christmas, so you're going to be seeing some Christmas items. Just, they're not going to be lit today. And check out this heart right here. It's a honeybee, like a beehive, honeybee hive. That is pretty freaking cool, actually. Man, if you got tickets to come here during Christmas to see all this stuff illuminated, this is going to be freaking awesome. Look at this Christmas tree right here. It's like poinsettias all over it. Pretty cool. Let's go check out this Airlie Oak. I like the big angel oak trees and live oaks. I think they're so cool. And check out this guy right here. That is freaking awesome also. I love the artwork all over this. All the painting. Really, really neat looking. Oh, check out his wings. It's like the pyramids of Egypt. And right there is another sign, tells me garden tour. So we're just going to head this direction. You could go left or right back there, but luckily it seems like they do have a lot of signs posted around where you don't get lost, because this place seems very expansive. All right, as we've been walking down this pathway right here, we walked right by this beautiful live oak. Look at all the moss on this tree. This thing is beautiful. And the grass is just so well manicured back there. It's beautiful. And there's another big oak tree right back there also with a bunch of moss hanging off of it. Very, very beautiful. This is gorgeous. So when I walk by and I see these limbs touching the ground on this live oak right here, I have flashbacks to when I was in Charleston last spring, and you see the angel oak tree. It was so big and gargantuan. The limbs on the angel oak goes down and touches the ground just the way this one is doing. So majestic looking. Yeah, this is phenomenal. Look at that tree. Look at that thing. All right, I made my way over here on the map. You can see that Bradley Creek Pier right there sticking out, and that is exactly what this is right here, the Bradley Creek Pier. We will definitely walk out there and check that out next. As we're walking out the pier here, I can't stop but to notice this tree that has been long fell over. Look at the root system on that. Is that not crazy? God, that was huge. Yeah, that's pretty massive trunk that you have there, my friend. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. So let's go ahead and make our way on out the pierway, see what kind of view we have here. This is definitely a very large marina located right across the waterway here. Well, I made my way out here to the end of the pier, and look what we have right here. Look at this little nature going on. This beautiful white bird is sitting out here in the water, hanging out. It is low tide right now. That's why you can see so much of the bottom of the creek so easily right now. And right across the way here is Creekside Yacht Club. That's why we have so many boats here in the vicinity. And if you don't know where that is, maybe you've ever heard, if you've ever heard of Mad Mole Brewing or the Boatside Restaurant, it's actually just directly right behind the yacht club here, just to give you some bearings of where we're located. And then if we turn this direction, we're looking back east, and on the horizon there, I don't know if you can see it or not, but their house is right on that horizon, and that's Wrightsville Beach. So yeah, when you're at Airlie Gardens, you're very close to Wrightsville Beach. It ain't that far away at all. All right, so that was really cool. The whole Bradley Creek area was really beautiful, very nice. A little windy out there and breezy, but now I'm here in the area because I wanted to see the Airlie Oak. And this green grass area that we're in right now, I'm thinking that right there is it. That's got to be it, right? Let's go up and see if we can find some entitlement on this oak tree to see if this is indeed the Airlie Oak. Beautiful out here, oh. Look at this. That's a big one too, oh. That's pretty large. But that in there, since it's kind of in the middle of everything, that must be the Airlie Oak. This is beautiful grass, by the way. Yeah, wish my grass looked like that. Unfortunately, it does not. Oh, there goes a squirrel. How you doing, little buddy? You must love it out here in this garden area, because this is absolutely beautiful. Look at him, living his best life. All right, I made my way over here closer to the oak. It's all chained off where you can't get super close to it, but look at all the lights that they have pointed up at this tree. I mean, there's lights everywhere. This thing has got to be like super illuminated once the sun goes down. I bet it looks amazing, because this thing is, even in the daytime, it's beautiful. And what trips me out at some of these live oak trees, if I zoom in on some of the branches, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's like greenery even growing, like ferns grow on the limbs itself. They're so old. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's a good picture right there. I like that. Absolutely stunning. All right, so right there is the Airlie Oak. Now we're on our way to the next location to look at. It's called the Bradley Creek Overlook. That's where we're headed. So we're going to go down this way. I'm telling you, next year, I have to come here for the Christmas. Man, they have got so much stuff that will be illuminated at night when that happens. And that's still several weeks away, but they got a lot of it already set up. I mean, there's stuff like this kind of scattered throughout the gardens. It's got me excited, and what's the bad part is I can't even come back and see it because it's sold out already for the season. And right here's another one of these bees. Buzzworthy. Going off this sign right here. But yeah, they're pretty cool looking. I really do like those. All right, if you was wondering why they call this Bradley Creek, right here's a little information for us. It says, named after Richard Bradley, a devout Quaker who purchased 65 acres of land on the creek from Joshua Granger Wright. If you didn't know, now you know. And not too far from our informational sign, we come along and see the Bradley Creek Overlook sign. And right here behind me is the overlook area. So we're going to give a little walk around, a little look-see on this beautiful November evening. Wow, look at that. That was cool. That was beautiful. Those birds just flocked out of here like woof. Holy smokes, that was so awesome. They gonna land out there now? Yeah, they took a little land over there. There's one left though. He's down there all by his lonesome self now. And this right here is another epic spot for just a nice view of the creek area, a little waterway. Definitely see some wildlife. You could imagine in the summertime, the wildlife numbers would even go up even more. You could see all kinds of stuff back here, maybe even a gator or two. All right, very, very beautiful. Let's keep on rolling. We got plenty of other stuff to see now. All right, so the road actually splits right here, and we're going to be a little adventurous. We're actually going to go to the left because this is where the Lebanon Church and Cemetery is located. It says welcome. Built 1835, St. James Parish. Let's go up here and check this out. Look at this brick wall. Maybe that's where the cemetery is located. There is the chapel. As my niece just told my wife goodbye. She's gonna hang out with me, I guess. You hanging out with me? No? So, well, maybe not. Yeah, we're going. Bye-bye. See you later. All right. This is what the graveyard area looks like here, the cemetery. And most of these graves, from what I can tell, are very modern. There's nothing that's like super old or anything like 1800s and 1700s, nothing like that. But it is a very beautiful, maintained cemetery. I know there's some friends of the channel who they love cemeteries and stuff, but I'm sure they've probably already been to this one. I'm kind of late to the game on Airlie Gardens. I should have came here a long time ago, to be honest with you. But at least I did make it. I am here today. There's something to say, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is so beautiful. And I'm sure I will be back in the future, especially maybe in the spring. My wife's already talking about I want to come back in the spring, and I definitely want to come back next year for Christmas. So before we leave the area, I wanted to show you the front side of the chapel, and that's what it looks like. It's a very cute little place. Very nice. But for now, we're going to head out and set sail and try to find the spring garden. So I think if we go right here at the end of this pathway and take a right in that direction, that'll take us to the spring garden and see what that's all about. Oh, good news. It took me a minute, but I think I found it. This place is very daunting. But right here is the spring garden. I can actually hear the water running as we walk down in this beautiful trail. Very nice paved trail. It's gorgeous back here. Once again, the grass, everything so beautifully manicured. And just look at the moss, the trees. Everything is just so like picturesque. There's another bee. Let's go over here and check out this bee. Let's go say hello to this little dude. Now that is a bright yellow, to say the least. All right, here's some signage. It says spring garden, designed in the early 1900s. This garden features spring flowering bulbs, colorful azaleas, towering oaks, and tranquil fountain. Also, it is the site of the first North Carolina Azalea Festival, which, if you did not know, the Azalea Festival is held here in Wilmington. It is a big deal. A lot of people come to it each year. But this is where the first one was conducted, right here. And check out this oak. Look at, once again, look at the branches on this one. How they go down, they actually touch the ground. I think that is just so cool. All right, and here is the spring in the spring garden. This is the water I was hearing. right when you pass the spring garden itself, you look right here and it's almost biblical. It makes you feel like you're in the Garden of Eden with this big beautiful tree right here. And just look at these like pylons up here. All this greenery growing all around it. Alright, so that was a quick little look at the spring garden area. Now we're going to make our way over to another garden. I think it's called Camellia Garden Area. So if it's anything as beautiful as this, you're in for a treat. I am too. Let's walk in that direction. One thing I want to tell you, when you're in places like this and you're around like coastal communities and you have a lot of moss hanging down so close where you can touch it, like these are, just look above me. All this moss is like, I mean, it's like right there on my finger. Don't touch it. There is like bugs that live in that, and if you touch it and it gets on you, it'll get in your hair. No thank you. And it will too. It happens fast, so just keep that in mind. Moss is really cool to look at and it's very photogenic, but you do not want to be putting your hands on it. All right, I think we made it to the Camellia Garden area. They got all these like little pathways and they just kind of branch off and go everywhere. So I'm just going to kind of wander around, gang, and see what we can see. Matter of fact, let's take a right here. Let's take a right here. And let's give it a shot. Let's see what's down here, and we'll take a left because we actually come from that direction. So we're just gonna make our way back through here. I don't know how deep this goes or how far it goes. Once again, I love how in their garden areas they have like little places like this where they just put a random bench, you know, where you can just go and have a seat and then just kind of do a pan around and just check out the beautifulness of the landscape. So one thing I'm noticing back here, you do see some plants like this that have, you know, winters here. They've had some cold snaps here in the area. Some of it is dying away a little bit, especially right here in this area. But when I see this is what makes me want to come back, maybe in the springtime. Because when everything's fully bloomed and looking beautiful, I mean, it's beautiful now, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's still a lot of cool stuff to look at and see, but I think if you come in the springtime, it would just be a whole nother layer of awesomeness back here in this garden area. All right, back here in the garden area, I found another bee, and the name of this one is called Be Decked. And if you notice on it, it's like a deck of cards, all the art and stuff on it. You got the clubs, the spades, the diamond, the hearts back here on the back. So if you're a card player, you like poker and things like that, this is the bee for you. Be Decked, that's what it's actually called. Right down there is the artist Be Decked by Karen Snave. All right, I was on my way to the mystery grave and I come across this little water hole right here. Check that out. But look down in the water, you can see some turtles right there piggybacking on that stump sticking out of the water. There are actually quite a few turtles out there, but there's 3 of them right there that really caught my eye. What a beautiful little nature moment caught. Alrighty, got to see some wildlife today, some turtles. That was kind of exciting. So good thing I did find the mystery grave. Here it is. And right there is the grave itself. How strange. It looks like people's been putting some change out here. They got quarters, pennies, dimes. And on the grave itself it says JJH 1833. But the mystery is nobody knows who that is, I guess. So that's why they call it the mystery grave. And on this headstone it says known in eternity. Well, heck, I never knew this existed back here. Never even heard of the mystery grave. But now we both know. Alright, so right across from the mystery grave, you will find this little fancy smancy entrance into, I think, what they call the pergola garden area. And this is nice back here. There's supposed to be a fountain, like a several tier fountain somewhere back here. This is kind of cool. Check out the photo op on both sides, not just one side, but they got them on both sides. You can get your picture on out here in this garden area. Just look what I'm looking at though. Just look at that. That is freaking unbelievable. That is awesome. So beautiful with that sun glistening along the pathway. Got a little bit of sunburst happening there. As we step into the light. Alrighty then. Takes me back to Ace Ventura 2. We're about to enter into the tunnel of vines. There's vines growing all over the top of this thing. Probably, I would imagine, in the summer months, this shade right here is very welcoming from the sunshine and the crazy heat. Probably give you a little bit of a break. I would like to come back in the summer months just to test out what it feels like here. You know, do you have a good breeze? Like right now it's very breezy, but it's a cool day. Like today itself, you're talking about, it's about 68 degrees at the moment. So it's very cool. It's very comfortable. A little, if it was breezier, it'd probably be a little bit cold, but all in all, it feels very, very nice out here. And right here is the fountain here on the waterfront. And this is kind of the cornerstone of this garden that we're in. It's really cool. Check out some of the Christmas decorations they have out here. They have some geese right here on these steps. The steps just lead right into the water. Man, this is an absolutely beautiful little spot here. We have water on both sides of us right here. Check that out. This is epic. So once we cross this little bridgeway water area here, we're going to head over to the butterfly house. Don't really know if there's going to be any butterflies there this time of year, but one thing I do know is going to be over there, like the centerpiece of this garden area you see a lot in social media, is a place called the Bottle Chapel. The Bottle Chapel. We're going to look at that, and then we're going to wrap it up today here at Airlie Gardens. All right, as we made our way across this beautiful walkway right here, we have a sign giving us a little direction. The butterfly house and the Bottle Chapel and the parking lot is all to the right. So that's where we're headed. All right, unfortunately, friends, the butterfly house has no butterflies this time of year. They're actually got Christmas decoration on the inside of it, but that's okay, because we still have right here, as you can see on this sign, it says Bottle Chapel this way. So we're going to head in this direction and go check it out. Even the Christmas decorations that's sprouting up here has bottles on it. As you can see off in the distance right there is the Bottle Chapel. And all these Christmas trees that they have up here have bottles on the branches. Somebody had a good time. That's a lot of wine bottles. Is that from last year's parties, Christmas party here at Airlie Garden? Is that how they roll? They was feeling happy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Sorry. Y'all ever heard of that song, the Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy song? If you know where the Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy song originated from, what cartoon used to, two characters, they were animals, they used to sing the Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy song. If you know what that is, put in the comment section down below. Yeah, I bet not many people get it. Some of you might have. But yeah, it's a big part of my childhood. I give you a hint. R and S. Okay? That's a big hint. All right, and here is the bottle chapel. Look at this. Now this is some artistic stuff. Look at all this is bottles. Is that not absolutely insanity? And look at like the mosaic artwork along the sides as we make our way around, all the way around here. That is so cool. And then you look up and you just see all the bottles on the side of it. It's like an eye looking at you right there. It's a little freaky. Oh man, that's kind of cool. Did you see that? It's like a butterfly, right? That's what this is. That wasn't no eyeball, it's a butterfly. Right there's the butterfly's head. You can see his wings. God, I about missed that. Dang, this thing is awesome. And I love even on the ground, the artwork that they have made right here. This is very reminiscent to Disney World. If you're at the Animal Kingdom in Walt Disney World, walking around in certain places, look down at the ground. You'll see stuff like this all the time. Sometimes you'll see footprints or tracks or something, or leaves or palm trees kind of imprinted on the ground. And they took the time to do the same kind of detail here in this location. Yeah, this is really, really cool. This is fascinating. This is going to look wild with this, with the sunshine kind of making it all glow. The bottle's just taking that sunlight in. That's pretty neat. And I guess at one time maybe they allowed you to walk in, but right now, unfortunately, the door is locked. You know, very well too. So yeah, they got some lights in there. I bet this looks really cool in the evening hours. But right now, you will not see no evening hours because they close at 5 and it gets dark around 5:30ish. So I don't know what they do in the summertime really, but yeah, this is really, really cool. Got that bird up there on the very top perched. All right, my friends, I think that is a good way to end the vlog today here at Airlie Gardens, the Bottle Chapel. Pretty daggone epic. That is pretty awesome. Definitely worth coming through. $10 to take a walk through and look at all this cool stuff. I'm definitely coming back. That is for sure. I cannot wait to come back maybe in the spring when everything's in bloom, like all the flowers and stuff. Go check it out. It's even beautiful this time of year, as you can see everything I showed you today. Really, really nice. Looks like Christmas is going to be epic. I hate that I can't be a part of that because it's already sold out. All the dates are gone. So next year we're going to have to start in advance and really look and try to be on top of it. And hopefully we can get a ticket to come inside and check out the Christmas decorations. Everything's illuminated and all the lights are on the trees and like the bottle house here. That is going to be so freaking cool. So all that being said, I'm all done. Thank you so much for watching today, my friends. If you enjoyed today's content, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel and you love travel vlogs and stuff like that, definitely give me a follow. I really will appreciate it a whole lot. Until next time, friends, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Say so long to the Bottle Chapel. That is just too cool.